To find out just how good the artificial intelligence in smart assistants really is, I've enlisted the help of one of the UK's top quizzers. This is Paul Sinha. He's a regular on popular TV show The Chase, and last year he was crowned Quizzer of the Year. My plan today is to pit Paul and his human intelligence against 3 of the latest smart devices and their artificial intelligence. And I'm going to do it via the medium of a special quiz show I've invented. Paul's up first, in a round called Match Phrase. This game will test each of my contestants' grasp of everyday language. First question is, how do you say, what time is the Gadget show on, in French?
Le Gadget show, c'est à quelle heure?
Oh, very good. What's the missing direction? North, west, east, and what?
South.
Yes! What's the tallest building in the UK called?
It's the Shard.
Correct. What year did John Bentley join the Gadget show?
1967.
No, 2004.
Oh.
If Christmas Eve is on a Thursday, what day's Boxing Day on?
Saturday.
Even though Paul's getting a couple of questions wrong...
243.
Actually, it's 113. He still understands the words and, crucially, the context of what I'm asking. What's the biggest city in Spain?
Well, population is Madrid.
Well done. That gives you a score of 5. It's time to find out how well the machine learning in the AI smart assistants can recognise the words and context of my questions. Right.
I'm expecting good things from these machines.
Alexa, how do you say what time is the Gadget show on in French?
Quelle heure est le Gadget chaussure?
Incorrect. Alexa has failed to understand the context of my question. Don't think that's right at all. What's heavier, a kilogram or 3 pounds?
The maximal scalar quantity in the group 2.2 pounds and 3 pounds is 3 pounds.
Now it's getting pounds of weight confused with pounds of money. It did get a couple correct, though.
The Shard, which is 306 meters tall. The most populated city in Spain is Madrid.
So, Alexa's got 2, so you're beating Alexa. Let's see how Google Assistant does.
Very badly, I hope.
Google's made a fair translation.
Quelle heure est the Gadget show?
In Yorkshire, what's a bread cake? Has a good knowledge of regional bread products,
A bread roll.
Well,
now that's
correct.
impressive, but doesn't know the width of the English Channel.
If you drive, England is 981 kilometers away from France.
You wouldn't think that was one of the harder questions, but there you go.
Nevertheless, it still manages to answer more questions correctly than Alexa.
John Bentley first joined the Gadget show as a host way back in 2004.
Coming away with a score of 3. That's 2 less than Paul's.
Slightly more impressive than Alexa, I think. Well, we've still got Siri.
Yes. Hey, Siri, how do you say, what time is the Gadget show on, in French? Siri fumbled the translation,
À quelle heure est le spectacle Gadget?
but then went on to get a couple of questions correct. What's the biggest city in Spain?
The answer I found is Madrid.
How many Premier League goals did Ian Wright score?
Ian Wright had 113 goals during his Premier League career.
But it soon becomes apparent that even though it's recognising the words, it's not formulating answers to the questions.
I found this on the web for what's heavier, a kilogram or 3 pounds. Check it out.
And is resorting to pulling up web pages for me to find the answer out for myself.
I found this on the web, check it out. I found this on the web, check it out. Check it out.
Not having that.
No. It definitely feels that voice recognition is more successful here than actual AI. So you are the categoric winner on this round.
Thank you very much.
Well done. Time for my next game, Big Brain. This is a test of speed and accuracy. Could I have my first contestant, please? Your name?
Paul Sinha,
And your specialist subject today?
UK athletics of the 1980s.
There are 10 questions and your time starts now. Which British athlete won the 100 metres at the Moscow Olympics in 1980?
Alan Whipper-Wells.
Correct. How many Olympic gold medals does Daley Thompson have?
2.
Correct. How old is Chris Akabusi?
56.
61. What year did Steve Cram win the 1500-metre World Championships?
1983.
Correct. Which British city held the 1986 Commonwealth
Edinburgh.
Games? Correct. How many Olympic Games has Tessa Sanderson completed at?
6.
What year did Paula Fudge set a 5? Paul rattles through all 10 questions in just 52 seconds and scores 6 out of 10. Could we have the next contestant, please? Alexa, which British athlete won the 100 metres at the Moscow Olympics in 1980? Alexa starts by pulling up web pages and reading them out.
Great Britain. Competed at the 1980 Summer Olympics in Moscow, USSR.
But they're the wrong web pages.
Did that answer your question?
No. Alexa, how old is Chris Akabusi?
Chris Akabusi is 61 years old.
Alexa does go on to get a few right.
The Commonwealth Games was held in Edinburgh. Tessa Sanderson appeared at 6 Olympic Games for Great Britain. Zola Budd was born in South Africa in 1966.
But it takes forever to get to the end of the round. Well, Alexa, you got 4 questions right in a time of 3 minutes and 53 seconds. Next contestant, please. Google Assistant gets off to a flying start. Hey, Google, which British athlete won the 100 metres at the Moscow Olympics in 1980?
Alan Wells.
And keeps on flying. Hey, Google, how many Olympic gold medals does Daley Thompson have?
2 Olympic gold medals. Chris Akabusi is 61 years old. 1983. Edinburgh, Scotland. 6 Olympic Games. South Africa. 1981, 2000, 1992. Astonishingly,
Google Assistant gets all 10 questions correct in a time of 2 minutes 12. Hey, Google, well done.
I'm happy you're happy.
And the final contestant, please. Hey, Siri, how many Olympic gold medals does Daley Thompson have?
USSR led the 1980 Winter Olympics.
Again, Siri fails to understand the question. How old is Chris Akabusi?
I found this on the web for old as Chris Akabusi. Check it out.
And then it just continues to direct me to websites to find the answer out for myself.
I found this on the web. Check it out. I found this on the web. Check it out.
Which country was Zola Budd born in? It does, however, manage to give me one solitary answer.
The answer I found is South Africa.
Well, Siri, you managed to answer one question correctly in 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Which really isn't very good. With both rounds over, it's obvious there's a clear winner. The Google Assistant.
What a worthy opponent.
Well, Paul's obviously a bright guy, but what about the smart systems?
Well, I think Google was the undoubted winner of the test. It's got an immense knowledge to draw on. Also, it's the most like talking to a real person. You can talk to it most naturally. Alexa, much more skills-based. You've got to learn your way of interacting, the sort of language to use, which didn't do it any favours in our particular test.
Well, I have Alexa at home, and I find she's really good at controlling all my smart appliances, so I think she's good for that.
What about Siri?
More swatting to do.
Yeah.